Public school classrooms were reportedly left unsupervised for several hours this morning as scores of teachers met at their union headquarters planning their next move should the government respond unfavorably to their demand to speed up the monetary aspect of contract talks. Clint reports on what the union president told members as they endure what they feel are strained negotiations and look forward to the beginning of disharmony.
Come to the table and let's negotiate. You will not dictate to the B.U.T.
Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda says they're more than ready to negotiate their financial package, having presented their proposal to the government since June 2010. Now she says they're agitated, having gone to the table in good faith only to have this aspect of the negotiations ignored.
We're not talking about money for Christmas. We are talking about substantive salary increases that will benefit our members on a monthly basis, and it also has a lasting impact because it affects what it is that they get for their pensions and their gratuities at the end of the day. And we want to improve our person's quality of life.
The government has gone on record saying its priority is keeping people employed, and the global financial crisis has made increases difficult at this time. But Wilson says everyone is aware of the global picture.
Yes, we are aware of the challenges. Yes, we are appreciative that all of our teachers are still employed. However, if you have a dollar, come and say you have a dollar.
Wilson is of the view the government is not following the labor laws when it comes to negotiations.
You cannot circumvent the collective bargaining process. We have a right to collective bargaining, and finances, salary increases, and benefits are a part of that negotiating process.
The B.U.T. has already signed off and have come to an agreement with all outstanding non-financial matters in the agreement, and in some cases, Wilson says both sides have come up with ways to enhance the education system. However, she believes they have avoided negotiating financial matters because this administration is not, quote, negotiation savvy.
You have a Minister of Labor who has yet to utter a word. The Minister of Labor should be the individual who is saying to the Minister of Finance and the Right Honorable Prime Minister and to his colleagues that in accordance with the law, the Industrial Relations Act, in accordance with the conventions, the ILO conventions, they are in breach. So come to the table, and I want to say to our Minister of Labor in particular and the Minister of Education, get some guts for God's sake. And say to the powers that be, listen, the union is correct within the law.
Now, Wilson says they're going to follow due process. Today, another trade dispute was filed with the Department of Labor. She says they're going to watch and see how things play out. And in the end, they're ready.
We are now on heightened Amber Alert. So all of our members throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, stay tuned for the next move.
Clint Watson, ZNS News.
Well, Education Minister Desmond Bannister is grateful to administrators and parents nationwide for ensuring that school continued today despite the mass exit of teachers. Responding to the matter at hand, he said despite claims from the B.U.T. that the government has not spoken to them, that's not the case. He explained, meantime, that the global crisis has made it hard to make financial commitments to teachers.
Before these negotiations even started, the Prime Minister had the President of the Union in his office, met with her. I was there, the Permanent Secretary was there, met with her, told her what the situation was, told her what the limitations of the finances of the Bahamas are, and asked them to understand and to work with the government until such time as things get better. And so in those circumstances, we would anticipate that all Bahamians are going to understand what that means and work with the government until such time as things do get better.
Now, Bannister also responded to Wilson's quip that he needs to get some guts and abide by labor laws.
I don't take any of that personally. I practiced law for 23 years. I think and I'm a member of the bar. I think I have an understanding of what the law is, and you know, you just let those things roll off your shoulders. I think if you look back and you see how I've conducted myself and how I've not tried to get any of this negotiations in the media, tried to stay away from it. So that we can have good, fair negotiations around the table. That's the atmosphere that we would like to keep. We would like to keep a professional atmosphere when we deal with others, and we strive to do that.